I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
I haven't traveled like that in a bit, but when I would overnight St. Thomas, I always think of I'd have my bag, it's heavy, and I was always at a hotel that didn't have an elevator, and I was always on 4 or 5. So I had to go up this rickety staircase like around the building. And I forget what the name of that hotel was, but I was
Oh,
there
here we go.
so many times. And then I was there with some comic or no, an entertainer who had a bad back or told me he had a bad back. And he was
The
like,
old,
and I was
oh, I have
younger,
a bad
man.
bag. Boy, get my bag. I'm bringing
Yeah.
on up to
Would
my
you
room.
mind? Would you mind carrying my bags up there? I was like, all right, dude. And then,
Hey, by the way, this is Two Al's,
he blew
One
me.
Pod, and we just jumped right into a story. Al Romas is doing his residency on the Star of the Seas, the flagship of Royal Caribbean. It's supposed to be quite the eye candy. It's the sister ship to the Icon of the Seas, but every time they come out with a new ship based on the previous class, they tend to tweak any problems and make adjustments. So you are on.
They didn't
You're
tweak
on.
me.
They didn't tweak
I'm
you.
still here.
Well, apparently you still fit the requirements to do the job. There's a lot of people that are. There's a lot of new people that came on to the cruise industry performing stand-up comedy and other positions, other entertainers that didn't cut it, and they're being weeded out. But a few have shined, and now
Yeah.
they're getting a lot of attention. So all the veterans are like, "Hey, he's getting my
Right.
dates."
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Competition.
it's like any job too. Some people can do it well, some can't. I mean, it doesn't mean you're not a good comic or anything. It's just a different job. It's a whole different job than just going to a comedy club and doing 45 minutes, between the dividing up the act and the audiences. We had a couple the other night. These two country people, they were so nice. And they kept telling me, we're on our honeymoon. I was like, oh, that's great. How'd you meet? And they met two-stepping, which, I'm from New York and I don't know anything. So I go, what? And then
Country
two-stepping.
line
That's how
dancing.
we met. Two-stepping. Isn't that the whitest dance you can ever imagine? Like when they were making up dances, they're just like, look, Whitey has no rhythm. This thing is, well, it's 2 steps. Even Whitey can fucking do this. And then all the country people were like, ooh, we can dance now. That's my theory on
Urban
we could go out
cowboy.
and dance.
The urban
What was
cowboy
that?
could dance. The urban
Never-
cowboy.
I never saw the film. Urban
John
Cowboy.
Travolta and
Yeah.
what's her name there?
Deb
Officer
Winger.
and Gentleman. Deborah Winger. Their performances are very good.
I heard the movie's great.
The movies, I haven't seen it in a couple of decades, but I think it held up the last time I saw it. But overall, direction and character driven, very good. Very good.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's just one of those movies I never saw. You know how like you see the movie and now it's too old. Like I go, I don't know if I'll ever see it. But it's just they fall
I
off.
saw some great
somehow.
movies that I knew were famous. Never saw them, and then
Yeah.
when I was working in that video store in New York City in the '80s and early '90s, I saw all the classics, and they were great. Citizen Kane to
Oh,
the
well,
Manchurian Candidate.
Maybe my girlfriend's watching right now. What was that movie you just said that you saw and loved?
Citizen Kane.
Oh,
But
that's a
it's-
good film.
It's in black and white, so she's not going to be watching it. She only sees in color.
That's right. She's the opposite of a dog. They can only see gray or some shit. Which I never. Also, who discovered that? How is that? Dogs only see in gray and really? How do we know? What
How
I
do we
mean?
know?
How do you
But why do we care? What difference
Oh,
would
we
it
care.
make if dogs could see in color? Would we not keep them in the house? Is there any difference?
Yeah, it's a good point. I don't know. I don't know why we care. Well, it's like when they smell their shit or smell leaves, and people go, "They're getting a lot of information." How do you know? Maybe they're just sniffing shit. Maybe they're weird. They like to sniff
Sniffing
ass. They
shit.
sniff shit.
On the next sniffing shit, Al Romas goes into detail about Teddy's shitting habits in the leaves. What kind of information is Teddy
You don't want to
getting?
know his shitting
Let's
habits.
find
believe me.
out. Sniffing shit, Tuesdays.
I think that's fun. It's when you have a dog if you're in a relationship, that's all it is. Really gets to a point of just talking to each other about his poop.
Oh,
How'd he
yes.
go? Did he go?
We
Yeah,
had,
it went. It was good.
yep.
It was a good one. Solid, very solid.
Because he
Was
ate
it
that
big
thing
or
last
little?
night and his tummy was upset, so I didn't know how it was going to go. Was it loose at all? It was a little loose, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm eating oatmeal here. Like,
Yeah.
all right, come on. And Kelly would be like, "Watch out when you take Teddy out. He's got the shits." I'm like, "All right, you don't have to say shits. He can,
All right,
yeah, he's not
Michigan,
feeling
calm
good.
down. Reel it in.
He's got the shits." All right, we're in church for fuck's
So
sake.
do
Come on.
I.
I know.
Second coffee, I've got the
This is my
shits.
fourth. This is my fourth cup of room service, Joe. So when this is
Woo!
done, the plumbing
You're
will
going to
be
have a
investigated.
completely, total lower intestinal evacuation. You'll be a new man.
That's
You'll be
the
born
best.
again. Isn't
Born
that
again
great?
hard.
Just like a dog. After
It's
they
the
poop,
best.
they're like all excited. They're wagging their tail. They go, look what I did. Look what I did. I got rid of
They get
all
the
that.
zoomies. They
Get
get
the
the
zoomies.
zoomies after shitting.
I get
It's
it. I get the
you know,
zoomies after shitting.
what the? I've seen you. I've seen you zoomed. Uh, but isn't that the best feeling when you're at my best feeling the airport before a long flight and you go to the bathroom and you get rid of air. So when you walk in that plane, you're like, I have nothing in me right now. I'm empty. I love that.
I
Then I don't have to get up. I don't have to deal with anything. I can eat, drink. It doesn't matter.
Right. You're not worried about
I
what
want to
you're
be a fucking
taking in.
empty
Vessel.
Hulk.
Yes. Well,
What is that?
I have an issue if, like, the other day, I didn't go my usual time because I've been jumping around all these different time zones, and I didn't
We have to
go.
hear about this travel of yours. This is getting crazy.
Yeah, I'm jumping on all
I've seen
kinds of
some videos.
planes. I'm jumping
Yeah.
on these 737 800s. I'm jumping on these
Risking your life.
these
Risking
42
your life
seats
to tell jokes.
prop planes.
Crazy.
It's not my first time, but if you go a couple of years without taking any of those small planes, and you get
Yes.
back on, and the engine, you can smell the fumes and the.
And
This
everybody lies
particular
about
one, it
their
was
weight.
called Inter-Caribbean Airlines,
No,
and it
I'm not
basically
going on that.
jumps from island to island.
Nope.
And we all get on. Pilot doesn't address
No
us at
way.
all. He just starts hitting switches.
Can you see him? Is there a curtain or anything? Or are you just looking right at?
No, I'm looking right at him. He doesn't say, "Hey, folks, we're going to be, buckle up. There might be some turbulence on the way." Nothing. It's just like, get in.
Does he have big goggles on?
No, he's
And
got
like a
the
scarf.
No, he has the yellow lens like a sniper or like a target shooter guy.
Uh-huh.
He's got those on, the aviator glasses, and there's two of them, and it was funny because it was a white captain and a black co-pilot, and both of their arms
The way it should be.
were hitting manual throttles that were on the roof over their head. That there's like cables. It's like
No.
it's like 1928. It's like a biplane situation.
Ugh.
Yeah. So there's two, but it was like a white arm and a black arm, and it was like ebony and ivory
There you
together
go.
in perfect harmony.
Yeah. Oh, do you keep your eyes open the flight? The
During
whole flight?
sex?
Yeah.
When I'm masturbating?
Yeah.
On a flight?
Either one. Imagine close. I wonder if people do close their eyes while masturbating like that. I don't know. It's weird.
It's funny. When masturbating on a plane, people kept coming in and opening the door as I'm masturbating.
Oh,
And the
I'm
flight
in here.
attendant kept telling me, "Will you lock the door? Will you just lock the door?" I go, "Oh, I keep forgetting." And then
Yeah.
sure
It's
enough,
a callback.
half hour later, he had to call back from the last one. I
We have
walked
one
in.
theme
No, I
here.
walked in
We have
on
pretty
that
much
woman. Yeah, one
trick
theme.
pony.
Walking
Yeah.
in on plane bathrooms because people aren't sliding the latch. Now, have you noticed on certain planes? I know you're not flying as much as I do. Certain planes, you have to slide it one way, and other planes, you have to slide it the other way. But it's like, it doesn't make sense to slide the lock towards the middle of the door. The door that has the hinge
Oh, I
in the
see.
middle of it.
Yeah.
So it's like counterintuitive to do it that
Right,
way.
yeah.
It's like,
Maybe
why would
that's
the
some
lock?
European plane, or
I don't know. There's plenty of peeing on that seat. By the way, guys, mostly guys, but women too, because
yeah,
women that hover are dribbling when we're going through
yeah, no
turbulence.
good.
Wipe the seat.
Yeah,
Wipe that
I
seat
know a
off. And if you're
couple.
getting a little water splash over and that's hitting the seat, the top, wipe it off.
I know a guy who pees on the floor because it's a fuck you to people who don't wear shoes on the plane, and that
All right.
person is me.
That is you. Okay. I needed a name. Al Romas is the floor peer
I pee on the floor because you
at
know what? You're in your bare
37,000
feet or
feet.
your stocking feet. Fuck you. Put a shoe on. You're out in public.
I don't like
You don't.
seeing, but people are wearing flip flops now and Crocs on planes, and they just
It's
pull
not
their
prison. This
well,
isn't prison.
they take their shoes off, and then some of them, their feet are not attractive,
No, it's come be
and
it. We're in a
there's like
society of
dry
people,
skin
for
and
fuck's sake.
lesions and
What is
curled
this?
long nails that aren't manicured,
Well, it's like the guy in
pedicured.
the tank top on the plane too. Like
Oh,
your
what the fuck,
hairy pits are touching my arm, dude. What is this? No, put a shirt on.
dude?
When did the airport become this place? I don't
On
get it.
these 3 and 4 day cruises, I'm going to jump over to the cruise ships about this. I've seen now a half a dozen wife beaters in the dining room. Fucking
Yeah,
waiters wearing like a tux or a tie,
you really
anyways, and a
should wait till you
vest.
get to your cabin before hitting your spouse. You don't hit her in the dining
Yeah,
room.
you don't hit her in the
Beat the
dining room.
shit out of her
At
in the
least
cabin.
wait for dessert.
Yeah, throw her in the wall in the cabin. But in public, it's
What is
not
this
really.
wife beater thing on in the dining room? It's elegant dining. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
Is it anymore?
they're
I mean, I think everything's
well, no, it's not. What I'm
become
saying is
more
they allowed shorts
just,
and
yeah.
they wanted you to have a
They
collared
can't say
shirt.
no. They won't
No.
say no
So
to
now
anyone.
they're wearing t-shirts, they're wearing I'm
Hmm.
like, all right, even that. Okay. I like when they wear their button down like Tommy Bahama flowered Hawaiian tropical shirt. That's cool. But when the
Yeah.
wife beater with the
No.
hairy arms, like you said,
No.
look
It
like
smell.
he's got somebody in a headlock.
Yeah. No. No. But again, they can't. We're at a culture now where people won't say no. So 10 years ago, 15 years ago, if you wore that, they go, "Sir, you can't come in. Got to go put on a shirt or a jacket." They won't say that now. They just, "Good evening, good evening." You can wear whatever you want, and they know it. No one will question it. Now on the higher lines, I think I haven't
Yes.
done many. I think you've done
Jacket
a few.
required.
Yeah, there you go. Which I don't know if I love that either, because you're on vacation. Who wants to pack a
no, but
fucking
then there's
suit?
no jacket required too, but they do,
Bill
they
Collins.
suggest, yes, they do want you to, yes, Phil Collins, good call. Um, they want you to wear,
Hmm.
slacks, no jeans,
Do you
shoes, no
like
sneakers.
do you like the occasional, you and Bernie maybe get dressed up to go to a dinner?
Yes,
Do you like
I
that?
do. I
Hmm.
do. I do
He
like it.
doesn't.
Yeah, well, I'm from, that blue collar. I always say Navy blue collar background. We didn't have any
Hmm.
of that. We had,
Right.
my dad had one suit for 40 years. They'd wear it to funerals and to weddings,
Weddings. That's it. That's me right now. I got the suit. I'll be buried in that fucking thing.
I always wanted nice things. I never could afford them. But then when I started making my own living, I have a couple of nice pieces of
Yeah.
clothing that I cherish. I spent a
Yeah.
little bit more money than I would normally do, but I have it.
But
And
you
I've
like
got.
you'll go to a dinner, you'll throw on
I won't throw on a
something.
suit, but we do dress nice, casual. Like, we look like we're rich, successful people. No one knows that we're struggling comedians.
Well, it's all bullshit. All life is bullshit. So you fit right in. Yeah, because we're doing on my birthday, we're doing a fancy dinner, and I was looking at the website, and it's definitely not suit, but it's sort of encouraged. The
But
pictures
why
they
not wear a
have there.
sport jacket? Why not?
Yeah,
Why
I
not?
will.
Why not
Be
buy a
fun.
new one?
Ooh,
As a gift to
who are
yourself.
you spending my
I
money?
went out. I went out and bought. I have two Ted Baker suits, and
Mm-hmm.
they're nice and
Mm-hmm.
a little metrosexual, maybe a little gay. But I've been married for 20 years
More
to
than
a
a little.
woman.
I stayed quiet on that. More than a little.
What I'm
But
saying is, I'm not worried about the
no,
homophobia thing. Is not my thing.
no,
Because a lot of gay men dress very well.
sure.
They have good
They
taste
just
in clothing.
yeah, they're the best. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. So
That's the
why not
that's
mimic
the
that?
like I know a couple gay guys who don't have that and that's like you missed out. Like all they do is they fuck guys, but they don't have any taste or style or what I mean. They dress like slobs and they don't have a cool place to live, and you're like, you missed out on the good shit, the gay shit. You want to know how to dress, and you should be in great shape and tan and live in a cool place. But no, they're just gay guys. They're
They're
just
just
like
gay
these slobs
guys.
who like
Like the
dick,
bears, untidy bears. Is that what it is?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. Thought you did.
Untidy bears? What is that?
Well, a bear is a macho gay man, usually with a beard,
like a big fat guy,
a heavier set man. Yeah,
a big
jovial.
a big
Yeah,
fat
but he's not
slob.
flamboyant. He's
Disgusting
butch.
individual who's
No.
let himself go with his blubber and his
Well,
fat.
there's. Oh my God!
Disgusting.
Fat shaming 101 with Al Romas.
Well, it helps though. Sometimes
Right after he's got the shits.
Then Chubby goes, you know what? I was listening to Romas, and I'm gonna go out there and take my steps today and have a salad, and I'm gonna get in some good shape. So I was talking to our friend.
This is like a PSA to motivate people to take care of themselves.
Trying to help people. That's why we're
thank
here.
goodness we have people like you.
I didn't care for that sarcasm there, sir.
Well,
I was talking to our friend Adam Cario last night, award-winning juggler, entertainer. He's here on the Star with me, and he's doing a cleanse, 30-day, get rid of parasites.
Right.
And he's drinking these little drinks each morning, afternoon, evening, and then he investigates. He takes a big shit, and he looks in there, and you can see worms and shit.
Well, have him send a sample to Kelly, and she'll examine it and let him know what's going on. She's probably like right now listening, going,
Adam's got the shits.
I used to like him. Adam's got the shits.
No, she never liked you. Anyway, Adam's got the shits.
It's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. Really.
I stayed at your house once and I walked around nude because I sleepwalk in the nude.
The problem was the next morning when, remember, I go, you got everything? You're like, we're all set.
Oh, yeah.
What time are we leaving? You go 5 a.m. I go, all right, I'll drive you, but you got everything. You're all set.
I was going to take an Uber. You volunteered.
We're just going to go. We're going to go. I'll drive you. It's fine, but we're going to go, though. I don't want to be delayed. We're all set. 5 a.m. I get up. I'm dressed. I come out my bedroom door. There's Al, dressed, going, do you have a printer? Where's your printer? True. I need to print things. I've been up all night.
This is true. I received an email late afternoon, early evening from the main office saying, very important, urgent. You have to print these out. Otherwise, you can't board. So we go through all that. Oh, I get there. Nobody asked me for that paperwork.
Of course. It's just
motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh God, we could write I would love to do, not write it. I would love to do a documentary once I'm out of the cruise industry, of course, on real cruising. What it's the real behind. Let's go really behind the scenes. Can you imagine how popular that people would fucking love? And now we would never work again, of course, but just saying,
comedian
really
Jimmy Dunn, Jimmy Dunn out of Boston actually wrote one, a little paperback.
I read
100 pages or so. What was the title of that? I read it too.
I can't remember. He was doing Carnival, and it was early days because he was like bringing a surfboard on.
Yeah, his whole thing about doing cruises was the surf around the Caribbean. Yeah, and he did.
Yeah, and it was the early days, so there were no cameras. There was no corporate bullshit. It was a different time to cruise, too. It was easier to do things like that, but he kind of used it for a good
boat hack. It was called boat hack.
Boat hack.
Self-deprecating.
Yeah. Which in the day, too, that's what they were called, and now it's gone probably 180 degrees. Now it's really where people want to be, like we said. Not everyone can do it.
Can you put a word in for me?
Oh, jeez, yeah. I go, I'm just direct now. I don't have an agent anymore. Oh, you got a number? You got a link, a name? And then I look at it and I go, well, what have you ever done for me? This person who pops in my life every 8 years to say, hey man, how are you? Can you do, can you hook me up? Or no,
How about
no.
this? I'm going to be in Tampa. Are you going to be in Tampa or wherever, Clearwater?
Hmm.
Such and such date. I'll take you to Charlie's for dinner
Hmm.
if you can
Yeah,
put a word in or take me. You know what I mean? Something
that would
kind of like I
work.
did. I did
That
for
would
you.
work.
But
Little something,
oh, it was
little
your
something,
birthday.
something.
It was your birthday. That's where I took you.
It
I
was my,
remember
that
now.
was a year ago, almost a year ago. We had our dinner
The best
and
steak of our lives.
best steak of our lives. Yep.
It
And
was
remember when we were
Australian. Was it Australian Wagyu
Wagyu?
Wagyu steak?
No, was it Australian? It might have been.
Well, they're known for their beef, but Japanese is Wagyu. But the
Yeah.
method they do was being done, I think, in Australia. Anyways, by far the best
Yeah, I don't
steak of our lives.
Yeah, that was almost a year ago, and the waiter was telling us how we were, this was going to be closed and the new one would be open on Christmas. And I'm here to report that there's not even a fucking stick in the ground yet where the new location is. So if you're going to Charlie's in 2026, it's back on whatever the Spruce Road or whatever that is, West Shore. Uh, it'll still be
Those of
there
you who are
because
familiar with the roadways in Tampa.
construction is slow. It because that's 2 years in a row now that they said they would be there, and then another year. Uh, I don't know what's happening. They got rid of the hotel next to Charlie's to make room for this whatever they're going to build where Charlie's is. I'm assuming condos, um, but nothing happening yet. So
And
I may have
three
to get in
times
there
that
before
I've
the end
been
of the year.
staying in a hotel overnighting, it was right around the corner from the new location. So there was a chain linked fence with
Mm.
coming in 2025 crossed out, coming in 2026, Charlie's.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's. I mean, really, nothing has happened. So
I think it's a
we'll
mistake
see.
to
But
move
I'm
the
fine with it.
location.
I like the old location.
Yeah.
The Ridge is the shit, man.
It ain't cheap.
No, it ain't cheap. Give us a little. I'm seeing video. You're on a prop plane. You're on a ship. You're on a. Where are you? What's happening? And you're in a hotel right now. Give us a little rundown of your last 5 days,
I
travel
am
wise.
right now on the island, USVI, United States Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, and the sister island, St. John's. And this is my least favorite island. But I will
Mm,
say I'm staying at the Charlotte Amalie section over
mm,
by where Princess Cruise Lines has their ships. I'll be joining a Princess ship tomorrow. And this place is all done over since their last hurricane. And there's some beautiful
Is the
yachts out
Hooters
here
still
and
there?
whatnot. I didn't see the Hooters,
Mm.
uh, the establishment, but I saw some Hooters last night for sure.
Oh, okay.
This is quite the party area at night, and then during the day, it's quite touristy with
That means
shops and
loud
whatnot.
music, no sleep.
Yes, local
Mm.
bands and a lot of
Ugh.
barflies. There's like a lot of
Yeah.
people running from the law that come here, or someone
Well.
comes here like when they're in college, they drop out of
Mm.
college and then they stay for 30 years,
Because
and they
it's the
have
Carib, but you have your American amenities too, but it's still the Caribbean. So, it kind of works that way.
and you don't
Uh,
have to do customs and immigration when you're
right,
going from mainland US to here and vice versa. Whereas if you're coming from
right.
any of the other islands, you do have to go through all that bullshit.
Yeah. We had a buddy murdered in that island.
Yeah,
Did you know
I
him,
chipped in for that.
Blair? Did you know Blair?
I did not.
You never worked with him? He was a big comedy stop, Bobcat Park, Atlantic City, Vegas.
No.
No?
Didn't cross
Hmm.
paths with him. I was not there.
Yeah.
The night he was murdered, I have an alibi.
You don't fit the description of the suspect either.
All right,
So you're
give the folks
safe.
the story. Tell them the synopsis of the murder of this.
Well, he was a comedian. He was joining a cruise ship. So as Al is overnighting, just like that, he was in a hotel in St. Thomas with his girlfriend, and he's a big man. Blair was 250, 6 foot, and there was a knock on the door around 3 a.m. He got out of bed, opened the door. seemingly startled whoever was at the door. The guy shot him once. Blair fell, died. Guy took off running, and that was that. And I don't know if he was ever caught. I've never heard of that, but people have said there's a lot of speculation. But I think it was a robbery. I think the guy was fucking with the door. Blair startled him. He's a big guy. The guy shot him and ran. There's all sorts of theories, of, you know,
Yeah,
gambling.
we don't know. Yeah,
it's all bullshit.
Gambling,
I think it was
drinking,
just
women.
a robbery. Yeah, and
Could have
St.
been
Thomas is not. It's number one in the Carib for
crime.
murder and crime and different things. So,
And it's a shame because you think,
tragedy.
it's a U.S. Virgin Island, you're safe. No, I feel the most vulnerable here,
Little
and I
edge,
do.
little edgy.
Yeah, yeah. I stayed in St. Lucia.
But you're at a Hampton Inn. You said not
I am. It's a brand new Hampton Inn, and they really
That's good.
They did it right. It's not shoddy work. It's right
Yeah.
next to where the ship. It's like 55 feet from where the
Right.
ship will dock tomorrow.
Yeah, because you used to have to stay in Bluebeard's castle and
Yeah.
with a chain lock on the door, and the thing had been broken. You could tell people had kicked it in once it around the lock. You go,
yeah. It
"Why is
was
this all
built in
broken?"
1748,
Yeah.
and
Pirates
it was-
actually stayed there, and
it was
Bluebeard himself.
renovated in 1749.
Yeah. Where were you though? I saw a Instagram yesterday. I think you were on a prop. Now, where were you headed there? On the prop
I
plane?
flew from Grand Turk to the sister island, Caicos. So it's Grand Turk and Caicos. Is that what it is? Yeah. So I flew from one to the other,
Nice.
about a 25, 30-minute flight. And then I switched to a Delta 747 or whatever it is. And then I flew to Atlanta. So they overnighted me in Atlanta and then flew me the next morning, yesterday, to St. Thomas to stay 2 nights and join the ship. So I'm on a mini vacation right now.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
They pay for my meals.
Paid for a vacay.
They pay for my meals, but I do have to eat at the restaurant at the hotel here. And I had a very nice meal. It's brand new, so they got the best cook, and everybody's being nice and polite and generous. But
Till they go in the
that's not-
kitchen and talk
yeah.
about you. But
No,
they're
that's
nice
not
and
going to
polite
last.
to your face.
So they give you the free breakfast,
Uh-huh.
which is a part of it, and it's pretty nice actually. They have like real dishes and silverware, not plastic shit.
Raisin bread and coffee.
No, it's the full thing. It's the full thing,
right.
the full gamut. That was tasty. The dinner I had last night was wonderful, and then they had a happy hour, 2 for 1. So there were some people at the bar, and I go, "What are they drinking?" And then that's when the bar flies, the locals that live here, turn around, and then I got the drunk local woman who decided to engage me, and now we're engaged.
Put her on camera. Let's say hi. Where is she?
I
Still in
think
the rack?
she's on the toilet and she's a little stiff. So
Oh, she's got the shit.
she pulled an Elvis.
Yeah.
No, she was trying to engage me,
Would you
and
die
then,
in there? Come on, let's go.
but she was with a bunch of people. But I'm like, I hate that when there's like a group of people and then all of a sudden they latch onto you and they're drunk. All I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a drink and get my meal order in so they can bring it to my table. And she's being
Right.
nice, but it's like a little bit of annoying.
Old, young, what do we got? Describe
no,
this
she-
broad.
No, I wouldn't be complaining if she was young.
How come that?
The thing is, she was probably
the
my
28-year-old
age.
chick never really engaged.
She was
us
probably
in
my age.
conversation. She was younger than you.
But
Yeah.
the flattery thing was not there. It's a little flattering when someone younger, like 20 years younger, flirts with you a little bit. It's good for your ego.
Sure.
I'm not going to lie to you, but it doesn't happen that
Yeah.
often anymore.
No. Well, to you, happens to me every day.
Right, I know.
Can't take it. So sick of it.
I know. You gotta
Was
thwart
she
them
a little
off.
chunky, a little overweight?
No, she was. She was
What's
like
your problem
thin
here?
and
I don't understand.
She
a
she
nice
she
lady,
was
one
she
to
was
chat it
probably in her 20s and 30s. She was a knockout, no doubt about it.
Well, what are you
But
doing? Why can't you be
but-
nice and say
but
hello?
30 years
Shut her
later,
up.
she's trying
What are you
to.
complaining about?
She's trying to maintain that.
Eh, what?
Well, did I
Is that
mention I'm
better though?
married?
Isn't that
That
better?
I'm married.
But you know what?
The other thing.
Well, but I'm just saying. But isn't it
Again,
weird? Like
at
women
my
can't.
age, it's
Women,
about stroking the ego. That's what it is.
yeah,
Like, oh, hey,
stroking that. That's what you call your penis.
I don't still have
Your
it,
ego.
but it reminds me that I used to have it.
You never had it.
Shut up.
Your
I
ego.
stroke. I went back and stroked.
Stroke me, stroke me. What was that song
Stroke
about? I don't even. I
me
never got it.
tender.
Stroke me,
Oh,
stroke me.
what was his name? He was huge. That
Bill
album
Squire.
was Billy Squire. And then after
Well, I
that
called him
album,
Bill. I knew him. I knew him.
you knew him. He wore that purple, no, I'm sorry, the pink wife beater in this video, and he was walking around like a very flamboyantly, and it just turned everybody off. The song was huge,
When
but the video,
I was living in New York City, early '90s, and I decided to take a writing class at some night class thing. I don't know why. Like I want to write a movie, so I'm writing. I took a screenwriter's class, some one of those things. Anyway, they go have a cigarette, have a Coke, and we're back in 20 minutes. And I'm out there, and this guy comes up to me and he goes, "How's it going? Are you writing anything?" And I go, "Yeah, I have a couple ideas." He goes, "Yeah, me too." Anyway, that guy I'm talking to was Billy Squire. So this is now a few years after his heyday, and but he had the shorter hair. And then we shake hands. He goes, "I'm Billy," and I go, "I'm Al." And then we're talking a little more, and I'm like, "Billy Squire?" And he goes, "Yeah, hey man." And I was like, "Fuck," because a few years before that, I'm watching MTV, and he was all over it. He had a couple of big
yeah.
the stroke, and he had a Christmas song and something else. But that's the business. And then a few years later, you're taking a fucking movie writing class in Manhattan.
Yeah.
The businesses cast them aside.
They played that music and that video so much, people got sick of it. And then
Lonely is the night. That was the other one.
did.
When you find yourself alone.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he
they
was
were
trying to do
shit
like a
songs.
young Robert Plant voice, kind of,
Yeah, and he had the hair.
in the
He
hair.
wasn't a great looking guy, but he had the hair and the vest, and it fit.
Yeah,
It worked for
he
the
was going
time.
with that Long Island. Everybody's breaking into the music scene. Debbie Gibson,
Everybody wants you. That was another one.
Danik,
They're all kind of riffy, the same kind of
yeah.
stroke me, stroke
Hey, he made a few
Bill.
mil. Hopefully, he held on to a couple of it. After managers and agents screw you
Well,
over.
the good thing
record
too is you
companies.
can always attach yourself to those tours and just go around forever and play your three songs.
And do three
Then
songs.
after
Three
that,
songs.
then the Romantics come on and play their song, and then another band plays two songs, and
I went to one last year.
make a nice living. What was that?
I went
Last year?
to the Coliseum in Los Angeles, and they played. It was Ursi's, the guy who owned the was it
Oh, the Colts.
the Colts. Yeah,
Indianapolis Colts.
the son inherited the
passed.
team. Yeah, he just passed. Matter of fact, he wasn't there that night, but he was apparently an accomplished guitarist and singer and loved rock and roll and loved
Big
all that
collector.
music.
Yeah.
Big collector. And he would hire all his favorites. And it was ZZ Top, one of the ZZ Top guys. I don't know which one it was. He had the sister Nancy from Heart.
Yeah. Wilson.
Nancy Wilson. Yeah. And, a bunch of people. So we went, and it was great. They all came out and did exactly that. They sang three songs. Peter Wolf. Freeze frame.
It's like the old days in the 50s. They'd put together those things and everyone had a hit. So Buddy Holly would come out, play three hits.
Elvis.
Then Elvis and La Bamba, whatever, Richie Valens. You play your hit and get off the stage. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was great.
I was watching the Eddie Murphy documentary yesterday on Netflix.
I heard it's good. Should I check it out?
Well, did you see the Billy Joel doc?
Yes.
Yeah, that was great. There was warts and all. Charlie Sheen, warts and all. This is an Eddie Murphy production. This is No warts,
Make
no
me
real
look good.
info. It's 90 minutes of, I mean,
Make me.
he's great. He's the best, but
Yeah.
it's 90 minutes of we're literally telling us that he's the king. He was the best.
He
Like, okay.
does have. I saw him in an interview. He's starting to come out to promote it a little bit. You can tell that he's definitely been affected by the. He has a God complex. That reeks
He's Eddie
of God.
Murphy. He's
He's
been
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy
Murphy since 1980. I mean, he's been the
since he was
top
19 years
guy.
old.
And, yeah.
At
But there's
17
no
years old,
real info.
he was at the comic strip live in New York. Just like people go, who is
He
this
was at
guy?
Minervini's club with his mother
Yeah, East
outside
Side,
waiting for him
waiting
because
for
he
him.
couldn't, he was underage. None of that, though, is in the doc. He has had like 3 wives. He's got 11 kids. We don't learn
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's all but here's the thing. Richie Minervini was actually on our podcast and he told those stories. So if you want to get the real scoop on Eddie Murphy when he was a young man and his mom was
point.
waiting for him in the car, listen to 2 Owls,
Good
1 Pod.
point.
Go into our archives.
Good point.
Right?
Richie Minervini. Yeah. He was I remember that was during COVID. We were doing the Facebook pod. And I think Richie was in a car, and Richie's not real tech savvy. Let's put it that way. And it was a lot. I remember Richie, the angle, he was just kind of in the picture for a while. Then he's out. Then he was.
They could see his ear, and I could see ear hair. Like a great storyteller.
Yeah, Richie's kind of like every city, I guess, has like Boston. They go Don Gavin, the Godfather of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Richie's Long Island,
sure,
Godfather of comedy. Opened the first comedy. The one thing they do have in the Murph doc that was cool was before Richie opened East Side, there was a guy named Richard Dixon. Richard Dixon, who looked just like Richard Nixon. So he changed his last name to Dixon, and he opened a little bar called the White House. And he put a microphone in the corner, and he was the first. Bob Nelson, Eddie, those guys went to the White House. That's all there was on Long Island. I was not even thinking of it at this point. And in that docu they have at Hofstra University on Long Island, they must have been doing a little show. Dixon introduces Eddie, and he's in a suit and tie, and he's 19, and he gets through his set, and then it's kind of cool that 10 minutes later you see him doing Delirious, in an arena.
right?
And that wasn't that long from
No.
Hofstra doing a $300 college gig to the arena. We're talking a couple of years at best.
That material does not hold up.
Well, no. The first cut on Delirious is called Faggots. So it's on the album, printed on the first cut.
Yes.
Faggots.
Yes, it was a different time.
Yeah, it's a different time. Yes, we could laugh at things.
Hold
then.
on one sec.
Huh?
Oh.
What's happening?
My alarm just went off to set up the podcast, but we went early. We
went early. Al
and Al sometimes do. They go early. Just ask the girls.
They know. Well, they're used to it. they're actually thrilled. They go, good, get off me.
It's over.
I had some room service this morning, and I got a little wired. So I was looking at my clock. I go, I got 2.5 hours to pod. I texted you and said, hey, I'm ready anytime, man. And then you wrote back, 15 minutes. Now we're done. We got the full day ahead of us. What are you going to do?
We do.
St. Tom.
Well, I already had
What's
my breakfast, so I'm gonna head out, venture out, and see things during daylight, so I don't get robbed or shot or stabbed.
Yeah, it's an easy.
And if someone knocks on my door at 3 a.m., I don't know. I don't open it up. I don't even look out the people.
I don't open my door. I don't open my door at 3 p.m. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I don't open the door ever.
I call the front desk and say, hey, someone's banging on my door. Is the building on fire?
Yeah. Can you please come up and kill them?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But,
what about room service? You order a room service. Let me ask you this question. You order a room service. You let the guy in. Does he set up, or do you greet him at the door, hand him a tip, and take the tray yourself and say, see ya?
I make them come in. I'm usually wearing the bathrobe if it's supplied. And if the bathrobe is not supplied, I request it.
What?
I love a bathrobe.
Sir,
dude, I come from nothing.
Robe?
I come from nothing. So
you come from, what do you mean you come from nothing?
I want a bathrobe. We did have bathrobes when we were kids, though.
You
We had little
greet the
flannel-
room service man in a bathrobe.
Yeah, and a hard on.
That is terrible. No kidding.
Do you want cream with your
That was
coffee?
implied.
I have my own.
Jesus. Oh my God! But honestly, do you let him in? Because I don't.
Yes.
I go to the door.
Well,
I go, thank you
get it.
so much. I throw a couple.
Well, you have
bucks
your
in his
dildo
hand, and I
collection.
take the tray.
You have the dildo collection. Al has a dildo collection.
It's the same. No, it goes back to I have the same thing with the massage. I don't feel worthy. I don't like someone serving me. You know what I mean? I feel like I should take that tray. I'm a man. Here, thank you, buddy. You don't have to set up for the King of England here.
I'm counting their money.
I'm not in a robe.
And if I'm paying in singles, they get their. If I have 4 or 5 singles, I count it out.
Why are you in a robe?
I'm in a robe. I'm counting it out.
What do you do in a robe?
It's a transaction. I feel like Eddie
Just
Murphy
walking around
getting
a room in a
transvestite.
robe. What are you, Tony
Did the
Soprano? Just walking
transvestite
around
story
in a
come
robe?
up? Did the transvestite story come up in the Eddie Murphy doc?
No, they did not.
Wow, really?
No. Very surprising. Yeah, and you don't learn. You're not going to learn a thing about Ed Murph. It's just here's some clips, and here's Eddie talking about himself.
I'm only worth
in very
$200
glowing
million,
terms,
and I feel like I should be worth $500 million.
Yeah, and I used to. The only interesting. I thought he lived in Jersey still, Bubble Hill, and no, he's in California. He's got quite a place. He shows. And he goes, yeah, it's getting a little chilly. Let's close up the roof, and he closes the roof. Yeah, it's like okay, very good. Pretty good. But it's, kills 90 minutes if you're on the road or on the sea or whatever. So it was fine.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
So where are you heading next? You're wrapping up your 1 month on these
I do another
Star
week.
of the Seas?
Tomorrow's the turnaround. So I'll be in Canaveral for the day, and then we do a week. And then I go home, and Thanksgiving week, my niece Olivia will be flying in, spend a week with us, and eat and drink and have a cigar or two, and that'll be nice. So that's and you're going to be home, or
we are going to after this 3-day stint that I do here. We're going to go to Virginia to visit my family and celebrate Thanksgiving with them a week early, actually on the weekend before Thanksgiving, which we've done before. And then they have another one Thanksgiving on their own. And then Bernadette and I will fly on Sunday, the 23rd I'm going to go to Los Angeles. She's going to go visit her friend in New York City who's just had a procedure, some surgery. So she's going to stay with her for a couple of days. And then she's going to come back on Thanksgiving Day.
Flying back on, well, at least, the big travel
it's actually,
the day
it's
before,
actually,
so
yeah,
fine.
The day of is actually, I've done it. It's not bad. I've been flown by the cruise lines. But I'll be cooking a butterfly cut turkey. I'm going to brine it overnight. I'm going to butterfly it and then cook it in about hour and 45, 2 hours. And I believe the head count right now is 6 people are coming over, but that could
You
grow
put it
to
in
8.
the pizza oven?
No, I won't be doing that in the pizza. I'll be doing it in the regular oven.
Could you do it in the pizza oven?
I don't think so. Not the turkey.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
because I know
so.
turkey, you go low and slow a lot, and people take their time. But I wonder if you put it in the pizza oven if it's ready in 20 minutes or 10 minutes.
I don't think it works that way with that.
Yeah,
I think it would char it completely on the outside, unless you lower the temperature. You can. They do have recipes where they cook small chickens and whatnot pretty quickly. Yeah.
Yeah. We've found Teddy, our dog, is allergic to anything with feathers. So make a joke about that.
So no cock for him.
That doesn't make sense. Maybe Indian cock,
So you can get a hairless cat. Keep him company.
Please don't start.
He's allergic to feathers. Where do you have feathers in your pillows?
No, but like a turkey or a chicken for food. We're talking his food allergies.
Yeah, but you don't. You take the feathers off
your
poultry, right, before you eat it.
Well,
no more
I go
plucking
out,
in the house.
I shoot the fucking bird. I bring it in. Kelly,
you're a pilgrim.
Pulls the feathers out. gets it going. I help her out, and then we.
You're the hunter,
cook
the
the
gatherer, and the women prepare
That's
the
right.
meal. That's how it's
I
done.
pull her by the hair into the bedroom
Yeah.
and take care of business.
You
Goddamn
go,
right.
woman.
Ah.
All right, we're
Man,
going to
that is
wrap
so
up
good.
another
Why did we fuck it
incredible
up?
episode
Jeez.
of the 2 Owls, 1 Pod. Arrivederci.
So long, Al. Have a good trip.
Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
A feeding frenzy quickly develops.
This is the 2 Owls, 1 Pod podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Done.
I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
All right.
Okay, so
All right. Subscribe.
This was a horrible mistake.
Mary.
Patreon.com/2owls1pod.
Go to patreon.com/forward2dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.